Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And join me today for an update on my weight loss adventure. I filmed my first weight loss video back in March, so if you want to hear the whole beginning of the weight loss journey, you can check out that video. I believe that was March 9th I filmed that, and I was down 19 pounds at the time. Fast forward to the end of March and I lost another 4 pounds, bringing my weight loss total to 23 pounds and my weight to 147. Then came April, which was my birthday month, and I did go visit my sister for a week, and also my best friend got married and I was out of town for like 2-3 days for that. So during the month of April, I did not lose any weight, but I was really happy to maintain my weight, being that I was away from my home and I did eat out at restaurants a couple times. So for me, it just proves all the more how sustainable this lifestyle is and how once I get to my goal weight, I will be able to stay there while still living my life. Like sometimes I think when we're dieting, it's so easy at home and then it gets to be so challenging out in the world, and it can, like when I was at my sister's for a week, I did gain a couple pounds and I felt it. I could feel just heavier and lazier. And so instead of letting that spiral out of control and be like, oh, well, I'm just on vacation, I'll get back to it when I got home, I was like, no, let's start walking every morning and let's try to eat a couple healthier meals, sis. And we did. And it helps that my sister's a vegan and mostly whole food plant-based. So I've been maintaining at 147 pounds for like 5 or 6 weeks. And I don't even really know if I should call this a weight loss plateau, because like I said, I was traveling a little bit and I wasn't at home and necessarily sticking to 50-50 plates for every meal. But I did lose 6 pounds in February, 6 pounds in March, and then so to lose nothing for April is kind of like, I don't think disappointed is the right word exactly, but I just want to get back on track to that wonderful progress I was having in February and March that was like so motivating to me. So there's 2 changes I'm going to make for the upcoming month of May and hope that that kickstarts my weight loss back into gear. The first thing is exercise. I have been very lazy this winter, quite honestly. I try to get on my yoga mat for only 5 minutes a day. That's my goals, 5 minutes, and sometimes it ends up being longer. Sometimes I literally just lay on my yoga mat. But every day I make it to my yoga mat and I start out by sitting in meditation and then just kind of go from there. Like I said, some days it ends up being longer, some days it's just a couple cat and cow stretches, and I'm like, so I do feel like I was pretty lazy this winter, and I definitely could have had more weight loss if I was incorporating more exercise. So it is officially May. It is officially time to get back into my daily state park walks. I got into a great habit at the end of last summer of being at the state park at 8 a.m. every day when the gates open and having my morning nature walk first thing in the day that just like set me up for a chill day. Just like for me, spending time in nature in the morning is the best way to set myself up to like have a good mindset. It's quite literally like the exact opposite of hopping on social media every day for an hour. Just, I can't recommend morning walks in nature enough. Like, put the phone down. The second thing I'm going to do is tomorrow I am going to start a Mary's Mini diet for 10 days. And I'll post a link to Dr. McDougall and Mary's video where they talk about this, but it's really quite simple. For 10 days, you pick one starch and you eat only that starch with a little bit of like side vegetables and very minimal condiments. The purpose of this is to reset your taste buds and to make sure that you're eating out of hunger and not boredom. Because if you only have one starch, which I'm going to do potatoes, so if I'm hungry, I need to eat a potato. If what I really want is like a big bowl of nice cream and not a potato, then like, I'm not really hungry. I'm just like craving sugar, you know what I mean? So here's a few of the instructions from the video of Dr. McDougall and Mary discussing the Mary's Mini. 1 simple starch, the same for all 3 meals, for 10 days. 1 simple green vegetable with each meal, but you can change that up with each meal. For condiments, they recommend salsa, mustard, ketchup, nutritional yeast, soy sauce, or liquid aminos. Do not include gravy or sauces with flour, tofu, plant milk, peanut sauce, fruit, sugar, etc. You want this to be bland and boring so that you don't overeat. This way we end up eating to fuel ourselves and learning to listen to those hunger signals rather than just like everything tastes so good, like I'm guilty of it, I'm a good cook. So a lot of times like my lentil loaf, my oil-free chickpea of the sea recipe, like those are things that are super healthy, tons of vegetables in it, but they taste so awesome. I can eat those when I'm not really hungry. I can eat those just because I can start thinking about them and be like, oh, that'd be good right now. So to clarify, my 1 starch is going to be potatoes, but that can include a variety of potatoes like yellow potatoes, russets, red potatoes, that kind of thing. The only difference is between potatoes and sweet potatoes. So those are considered 2 different starches. I believe it has something to do with the sugar content. Don't quote me on that. So I decided to start my Mary's Mini tomorrow, Monday, May 3rd, and I'll document what I eat every day for the 10 days, and I'll probably also film myself doing my meal prep for that tomorrow. I'm going to try to really be 100% committed to this for 10 days, and if you know anything about me, you know my biggest struggle is caffeine, specifically with coffee and Diet Coke. So one other thing about the Mary's Mini is that there isn't any fruit on it. So I've typically been following McDougall's plan for maximum weight loss and eating a lot of 50-50 plates and 2 pieces of fruit a day, but no fruit on the Mary's Mini. So when you're hungry, you eat a potato. When you want a snack, another potato. I did a Mary's Mini back in February, but I wasn't like super duper strict about it. It was just kind of doing a lot of 50-50 plates and like no fruit. So this time I really want to do more like 2/3, 1/3 with like 2/3 starch and 1/3 vegetable. I want to focus more on the potatoes, on the starch side of this. And then also eliminating the fruit. So we'll see how it goes. So I want to get in the habit of filming one of these weight loss updates every month, whether I've lost weight or not, but just to share the adventure that is, you know, trying to get healthy. It was so motivating to be losing 6 pounds a month back in February and March, and I'd really like to get back to that for these upcoming summer months, especially now that it's going to be nice outside and it's so much easier to get outside and take a walk or do some yoga. So I think that's all the weight loss update I have to share today. As I mentioned, stay tuned to see how my 10-day Mary's Mini diet goes, and I will definitely have another update at the end of May, beginning of June. Until then, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Be well.